Hi and welcome to Debt Tell. This is Rebecca Bautista and we're going to be covering a budget type. So it's called the 50-30-20 method. So let's get started. All right, so one popular methodology of budgeting is by following a set allocation formula for your net income. Now remember, your net income is the income you have after taxes. So one allocation is called 50-30-20. For those who don't want to track everything and have a whole bunch of different categories, the 50-30-20 allocation has 3 buckets that you are concerned about. So let's talk about these buckets. So the first bucket, which is 50 for 50%, accounts for your expenses. We're talking about housing, we're talking about food, any bills, utilities, variable bills, anything that you are in debt to. So this includes also your minimum debt payments because these are bills that you are required to pay. This also includes gas for your car as well as your car payments. Again, things that are necessary to run your household. Now, please understand that we're only talking about the minimums when it comes to debt payment. It's whatever is required of you to pay. Any additional payments go into a different bucket. So the second allocation is 30 for 30%, and this is your fun money. So this is what you would use to spend on things that you don't need, but that you want. So here is where I would include the subscriptions such as Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. You don't need them, but they are beneficial for your entertainment. So I would include, going out to the movies, having some drinks with friends, going out to just eat some food. All of this would be considered part of your fun money and not part of your expenses. The last bucket and the smallest bucket is 20%. And that goes to saving, investing, and paying off debt. Now, wait, didn't I say paying off debt before? In the 50% bucket, which is your bills, those are where your minimum debt payments are. This 20% goes to the extra debt payments that are going on top of that should you choose. That again is if paying off debt is your biggest goal right now. So here is where you would also include saving up for your emergency fund, if you have any type of sinking fund, and any investing you do outside of anything you have already set up with your employer. Again, this is based off of your net income. So if you already have in your paycheck a set amount going into your 401k or your Roth IRA, etc., then that doesn't count because that money never hits your account. It goes straight from your paycheck to that account, so it's not accounted for in this budget. If you want to save up for vacations and stuff, then this is where you would have your money, so that way you can determine, oh hey, 20%, I can apply it to this, this, and this. Now, once you're done paying off debt, and if you don't know how to pay off debt, please check out this video above, which has 8 different methods, and there's a whole playlist too in case you're interested. But in general, once you're done paying off your debt, then you could take that money and go more towards savings for fun things like vacations and stuff, or moving it towards investing. Totally up to your goals. So now, is this allocation of 50-30-20, does it work? Is it realistic? Well, it depends. Again, personal finance is personal and everybody's circumstances are unique. Not only that, all the locations around where you live, your living cost is gonna vary from one town to another, as well as what are your job prospects. So all of this is really contingent on your unique circumstances. Now, you could be in a high of cost living area where 50% is not even gonna cover your housing, in which case you wanna check out the next video, which is gonna go on a different allocation method. Or you could already be spending under 50% for your expenses, in which case, good job. You do not need to spend 50%. In fact, if you are spending less, you're doing great, and you could take that money and use it for things that you like, you want, or for the future. Again, whatever is important to you. So in the next video, we'll be talking about the 7-20-10 method, which is just a slightly different flavor of this allocation. But just in case, hey, you never know. There's so many budgeting methods out there that I'm going to try to cover at least one of each if I can, just so that way you have an idea of what is out there. But remember, tweak it. Your situation is different than your friend's situation, than your cousin's situation, etc. And you need to keep that in mind. And also, please remember, a budget is not a one-time thing. You're going to be tweaking it as your life changes, because guess what? Life changes. You're going to get a job, you're going to get married, you might have kids, you might get pets. Things happen, and you just always need to be prepared. So remember, you're not doing this as a one-time thing. You'll be tweaking it for your entire life. So on to the next one. See ya. Bye.